So I'm for the first time right now in Addis actually. And I came initially for Africans Rising or Africa Rising conference here at AU, of course the headquarters here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. So it's the first time I came here, and I basically just want to take you with me a little bit because it's also something very unique and special for me, because also I have an Eritrean, I have roots in Eritrea actually, and it's the first time that I'm this close to the culture actually, you know, like even if I lived in Kenya for the last 3 years, it's different and unique to be so close to, or like to be in a country where everything feels like home, you know. I can drink my coffee on the side of the road. It's like my grandma is making this. It's the people look like my family, so it's very, very unique experience for me, where I want to take you with me as well, especially also with things in mind, with the business we do with Homebase Africa now. I see so much construction happening here in Addis, and so I had no picture in mind how it actually looks like here, and I actually like figured that everything here is recently, they're building everything new. You see like all these buildings coming up now, and also not maybe here on the road, but if I show you some other images, like you see the whole city is being reconstructed, and like they changed everything here in the city. So it's quite fascinating, or like interesting to look also into these things and like checking out from over there maybe, but it's a bit far. Just to have a look also into investment properties. See how it is also with the Airbnb business model that we are basically helping our clients within in our program. It's very insightful to be here for the first time, you know, like it's not just business-wise this time, it's also like I have a different kind of feeling. I can eat injera here a lot. I can eat all the different dishes, the languages, even if it's different. I learned already like a couple of words in the last couple of days I've been here, and so it's I'm excited to spend some more time here in Addis. Actually, I have another bit more over a week, so I have 8 more days left. So I'm really, really excited to see how it goes here and like what kind of things we can figure out here. Just from a general perspective, you know, like figuring out, speaking more to the locals, speaking more to the people, looking more into these all these different developments that are happening in terms of real estate here on the ground. They basically just changed in the last couple of years. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline was or is, but I heard maybe 3, 4 years or 5 years maybe, and even in the last 2 years there's so much change that has happened that it looks not even remotely close to what it used to look like. And I think I'm also staying in one of the few areas that is still a bit more like they used to be before they started reconstructing everything. It's near, like in Bulgaria, also a nice neighborhood. I like the locals there. We hang out there, drink buna, like coffee every morning there. And yeah, let me just take you around for a little bit the next couple of days. Let's have a look at some properties. Let's figure out the business environment also for foreign investors, because I know Ethiopia also recently changed their foreign investment laws, you know, because before, I think last year or 2 years ago or something, they were much, much stricter with their investment laws and who was allowed to invest. That's why mostly it's still like mostly at least like a closed-up economy with, but you also have many Chinese here, like you have many Arabs here, you have already quite some people investing here in Addis or in Ethiopia in general. But now I think recently it became easier as well for smaller investors, for smaller investments to also take part here and to do some things here. So I was curious, trying to get maybe a meeting set up with the investment authority. I think it's the Ethiopian investment, I'm not sure what the name is, but authority or something like that. Maybe I can get some information from them as well to learn some more from myself as well, and to learn some more also for you guys. It could be interesting, because Ethiopia is still, I would say, one of the giants in Africa that is like, it just has been on the rise, and now it's maybe coming up again, or like it's just developing, at least from what I saw the last 2 days here in Addis Ababa, just the capital. Can't speak for the rest of it, but just from what I see here, it's even, it feels like 10 times more modern than Nairobi. You know, somehow it's you have access to everything. It's different than I expected, so it's nice. Let me immerse myself a bit more into the culture and to the people, and to living here for 2 weeks at least, and figuring out some like how the investment landscape here also looks like, especially in terms of the Airbnb business model here, because I also had a look at what has been here, like what is on the ground. Like a lot of these buildings, if I can just show them to you now, you see there, for example, like all these new buildings, partially, of course, they are like office buildings, like here as well, the new developments there, maybe here as well. I'm not sure about all of them, but partially they are like oftentimes the lower floors also office buildings, and then the top floors are residential, or like then they would be used to rent them out. There's a short-term rental or like as a guest house, what they refer it here to. But there are also many big complexes that are, I think, purely built for the purpose of either selling and then rent, like using them as guest houses, apartments. So I want to look into that as well, and want to check just the competition here and like how the market is here for this. I think there's so many new people coming up onto the market, and the quality is still not the best. Maybe because also relatively fresh and new, that like many people are jumping onto this track, or like that all these buildings are appearing here actually. So there's also a lot of potential, I think. Yeah, so let's see. You know, I also have we have a couple of members from our community that are also invested here already, or are just now investing here from Ethiopia, also the Ethiopian diaspora. So I want to visit them as well, see what they are doing, have a look at what kind of properties they source, how their journey goes, and yeah, let's do it. Let me take you with me a little bit over the next couple of days, and then let's see what we can learn here, spending some time in Ethiopia, one of Africa's giants. So appreciate you watching, and in case you're interested in this community for real estate investors into the Airbnb and short-term rental business here in Africa, we have a lot of value to give for you, of course, also here for free on this channel, but also we want to just give back to you like at all times. So we really pour so much of our soul with here Wayne from Plan Back to Africa as well. So in case it's interesting to you as well, down below I will put the link in the description, and if it's interesting, just click it, join us, and let's build something together as a community and not alone anymore. So I see you in the next video. Cheers, appreciate you watching.